Is this the end of luxury fashion? I think so. Like, these Chinese manufacturers talk about the ultimate Uno reverse. Like, holy. Also, so I need someone who's like super type A, like to put a spreadsheet together for us. Like, there's already somebody out there who's working on this. I absolutely know it. Like, please share.
Allow me to appreciate you once more for coming back to watch my content. This is Comfort for Life, and I bring to you a compilation of TikTok and Shaohushi videos for educational purposes. But right now, TikTok is kind of taking over because we have manufacturers in the house.
Make sure you visit the right places. Snowboard.
So let's dive into this once more. Allow me to appreciate you for being here, for watching the videos, for interacting with the content. I'm so grateful that you're doing this. So let's dive into this. I don't want to waste your time. Like the video for recommendation, subscribe. Why don't you share? Leave your thoughts in the comment section.
You know what America does best? Punish the loudest and bury the bravest. Listen, y'all stand up for your rights. It is being taken as we speak. I think I've spoke about this 2-3 years ago, but everybody was like, "Oh, you tripping? You always saying this," and y'all know because I'll be right. This is what we're at right now. You can't say anything. You can't even think that thing. Your thoughts telling you what you can't do. We're in imprisonment. It's like a third world country here. You can't do nothing. Like I said, your wrong is your right, and your right is your wrong. This is America. KKK.
Oh my God, have you seen the feeds coming out of China? I reckon it's going to break the internet, or, social media at least. They're everywhere. I mentioned this morning how smart I thought they were, how clever I thought they were. And what they're doing is they're gaining all the sales that they're missing in the US by telling the world that you can deal directly with them. You've always been able to, but I don't think many people realise it. And I don't, and we're all a bit lazy as well. But if you want to start a little business or a side hustle or whatever, they're telling you how to go about it. And I just think it's brilliant. And I love the fact that they're spilling the tea on everything. And the other thing I love is they're letting the cats out of the bags, about those expensive, incredibly thousands and $1,000 expensive women's handbags that, girls are spending, $10,000 on and waiting 2 years to get. China's building the bag in China. The body of the bag they're building in China. Then they send it back to the designer company, who just tarts it up a little bit and labels it and boxes it, and that's it, right? And then I saw a man who sells designer sneakers, right? And he took some sneakers, Nike sneakers, out of a box, and he said he sells them for $6. They sell back in the US for $120 US before these crazy tariffs have come in. Now, the thing that I saw that took my breath away, and I don't know how much it's been they're costing in China, but in the US, Jimmy Choo white lady sneakers, they had a bit of gold on them, but they sell in the US for $1,050. Have we all lost it? Have we lost our common sense? Honestly, we all know everything comes from China. Everything we wear, regardless of whether it's designer or Kmart or Target, all has made in China written on it. So we know. And why are we trying to kid ourselves that that's not the case? And is China saying to us, they're giving us a little heads up about how, stupid we are, about, putting so much importance on all this stuff. Now, that girl walking down the road with the Hermes $8,000 handbag, is she any better or worse than me, or am I any better or worse than her for carrying my $20 Kmart one? We all know it. Why are we getting caught up in it? And is it time? Is China actually, even unconsciously, letting us know it's time for us to take a step back? go in around your house today and find the things that don't come from China. It'll be a very small box full, I reckon.
Who is the Chinese supplier of light luxury furniture? The supplier of various luxury brands is Mingxi International. It has been producing furniture for more than 35 years. Usually you spend $100,000 to buy furniture, but over here, you only need 1/10 of the cost, and there are many styles such as the Italian luxury style, modern minimalism style, American romantic style, and so on. It is one of the largest OEM factories for international brand. If you want to source furniture from China, contact me. Follow Lindy. Make business strong.
How to ship goods from China to the US is very simple. You can log into GoNest to obtain your warehouse address in China. Just instruct your supplier to ship the goods to the address. Next, we will inspect the goods, handle custom duties, and provide door-to-door delivery service from China to anywhere in the world.
Well, I'll be damned. First, the Birkins being sold on live. Now they're giving tutorials on how to get your stuff shipped from China straight to your door, babes.
They have been on this app and they are spilling the beans. Now they're big mad. They were referred to as peasants, and they've decided that they're going to be sharing like trade secrets out the window. I've been telling people for years, just Google which products have the highest profit margin. Let's take pharmaceuticals out of that for a minute. Another day we'll go down that rabbit hole. But just stop a second and look at which products are most profitable. Which ones have the highest profit margin? It's not the typical cars. It's not the big ticket items like when they build a home or none of that. You know which items are most profitable? Luxury goods. As in handbags, shoes, clothing, perfumes, perfume oils, lotions, accessories, all of those things. If you knew before and you're happy that you're paying hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for products that cost less than $100 to make, good for you. I mean, if that's the way you want to spend your money, you earned it. You can do that. But I know there are many of you who not only did not know that, you can't afford to do it. So I'm speaking to you especially. So at the very least, you should be able to make more informed consumer choices around what you buy, what you attach a premium to, and what is really worth your money. If you want to save money or make money, your time to be on the app is now. This is the time, because the information being shared here is so precious and valuable.
Yo, the Chinese are really doing us a solid right now. They're like, you're about to be poor, and you're already kind of poor. You're about to be really poor. They've learned that we live in a treat economy. We need our treats, and they're trying to take our treats away from us. We don't have health insurance. We have treats. So how about we cut out the middlemen and you just order straight from us, honey? I went to one of the websites and I found this bed that I really like, and that's the price. That's literally $20. Even if shipping is $500, that is still a deal. And you'd have to pay for shipping in the United States if you ordered from like West Elm anyway. So I guess thank you Chinese people, because yeah, we are really poor and we are in danger.
So wait, let me get this straight. For years, we've been called conspiracy theorists about big corporations just slapping the Made in America or Made in France logos on everything. And all of these products were actually made in China. And now, Chinese manufacturers, they are straight up exposing them. Posting videos, receipts, factory floor footage, it's all out there. Turns out that $800 handbag, that luxury artisan cookware, yeah, that all costs $7 to make in China. Your favorite woke corporation, they just slap their logo on it and sell it back to you for 100 times the regular price. And here's the kicker. The same corporations are out here crying about Trump's tariffs, claiming it would ruin business. You know what ruin business is? Out here lying to Americans while outsourcing jobs, exploiting labor, and well, pretending to be premium brands. Now the Chinese manufacturers, they are cutting the middleman and they are going straight to the source, the American people. Yes, you have to order in bulk like 100 plus units, but they're offering the transparency in the US that corporations are refusing to give. Here's the truth. Trump's tariffs, they didn't hurt the American consumer. They hurt globalist corporations who are overcharging Americans, all while profiting off of huge profits by cheap labor. And now they're getting exploited by the very factories they exploited themselves. So if you're a small business owner, this is your moment. You can work directly with suppliers, you can build your own brand, and cut all the corporate snakes out of the equation. Just know what you're doing, because not everything is worth buying in bulk. But hey, the opportunity's there, right? Tariffs didn't fail, greed did. And Trump warned us. Now it's all coming to light.
The Chinese government is indeed corrupting my brain. Fox News. Better not. It is working. I hate to say it. They're gonna have to take this app in a couple days, because having the counterfeit sellers come on here and sell to Americans and making counterfeit legal, and them telling us about how the stuff is not made in France, it's actually made in China, and they shipping it to the US and just slapping some labels on it. I don't know, yo. I like it. I like how they get down, and they get down dirty. That's my kind of game. I was never on America's side to begin with, because I don't know, insert some crickets there. I was never on America's side to begin with. Oh, man, it's working. I am easily impressionable, and I know if it's working on me, it's working on the American people. Like, I'm happy for them. Y'all go. Yeah, they're gonna have to take this ad, because I don't see us winning this. I don't even want us to win it, honestly. Damn.
Guys, China really flipped the role on us. But see, it wasn't us who did it. This was our president. The roles have been flipped on us. China exposed something, man, that has the whole entire internet, not just TikTok, Facebook, Google. China has every platform that's ever been created in an uproar right now. Sometimes, man, you gotta leave well enough alone. TikTok is most likely going away, man. This time around, I don't think that Trump's gonna be able to do anything about it. Not only did China expose the corrupt industry over here in the United States with these designer shoes, designer clothes that we have been paying all this money for, shipping it over to Italy, getting their stamp put on it, saying it was made in Italy, which it wasn't made in Italy, it was actually made in China. Are y'all still keeping up with me? So if you guys think TikTok is not going away, man, I believe this time it is going away. China is in charge of this app right here. Every other video on my For You page is China, China, China. They got the links in there. They're selling Louis Vuitton. They gave us a plug, guys, but it could also be a very, very expensive mistake. A lot of you guys don't know what I mean by that, but I'll touch on that in another TikTok. But this could be a very, very expensive mistake. China not only exposed the U.S. for the corruption with these designer clothing stores and shoe stores, but this is their app right here. TikTok is owned by China, and we're begging them to please don't take the app away. Now they're playing in our face. They're even making memes of Trump. Chinese people are talking like Trump. They even got Chinese dial. They even got AI versions of Trump and Musk sitting down making purses and clothes and gym shoes and stuff. Listen, it's over with, man. This could really be it for TikTok right here, because every other video, they're literally showing us that they really have the power when it comes to this app. And not only just this app, they showing us who really has the power when we think we really walking around fresh with thousands of dollars shoes on, $3,000-$4,000 Birkin bags. They laughing at us. You thought you was walking around with an $8,000 Birkin. You walking around with a $3 purse. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? All those Nikes and stuff, it's all a game, bro. China is really, really clowning, bro. They buttons got pushed. But I'm going to say this, China, it wasn't me. It was our president. Hey, I'm just a citizen of the United States. I didn't have nothing to do with those tariffs been put on y'all. Boy, I wonder how them people in that Oval Office is feeling right now. This is bad. So I can almost promise TikTok is gone, right? TikTok is gone this time. They're using the whole platform against us. All you see on your For You page is Chinese selling their products, dropping those links so you can rush over there and buy their products. If you got the money, you might as well. You can get 3, 4, 5 pair of Gucci slides right now from China, straight from that link. probably $8 for 5 or 6 pair of Gucci slides, and bring them back. And when you get them over to the US, you can sell them for $100, $200 a piece. It's open game now. Man, Trump, what the hell did you do, bro?
Do you recognize this style, this bag? Of course you do. For the past more than 30 years, we have been OEM factory for most of the luxury brands around the world. Gucci, Prada, Coach, Louis Vuitton, you name it. But for this, I'm not proud because we were only making our wages. The profit margin for the people who are actually making the bags are very low.
I was just watching Becca Bloom's video saying how her Hermes bag collection appreciates in value faster than a lot of finance bros portfolios do. And like slay, of course. But seeing how Chinese original equipment manufacturers, OEMs, are now spilling the beans about how a lot of these luxury purses are manufactured like 90% in China and then shipped off to like France and Italy to get their kind of finishing touches so that they can stamp made in France or made in Italy or made in, you know, Portugal, Spain, etc. on the bags and mark them up by like 1,000%. As we're headed into a recession, people are kind of like locking up their purses, their pocketbook. And now that we have the knowledge that the difference between spending hundreds of dollars and tens of thousands of dollars on a bag is simply a stamp and repackaging, and the West's successful alienation of Chinese manufacturing by hammering it into our brains that made in China means like cheap and will fall apart quickly. Dupe culture was already running rampant. With this knowledge and OEMs being transparent about the kind of quality they can offer and telling you you can buy from us directly, is the luxury handbag market fucked?
I have been on a Chinese supplier side of TikTok and I'm loving it. They are basically like, you know, we know that people generally knew that their stuff was being marked up and we never said anything about it as a courtesy. You know what I'm saying? As a courtesy, is to not harm your brands. However, you want to bite the hand that feeds you? No. Now we're going to show everyone exactly where all of your things are made. We're going to talk to the people who make all of those things. We're going to tell you how much those things actually cost as a finished product. I just saw one where my man said I can get 20 laundry pods for $1. $1? Do you know how much Tide is charging me for laundry pods? I saw another one and this woman's pulling out Louis Vuitton bags like, oh, this is $2. This is $2. $2? Yeah, you got me. Cut the middleman out. Cut the middleman out. And I'm watching every video. Because next thing I need to find out is how to get it right from the source. How to get all my stuff right from the source. 20 pods for $1? Do you know? I'm still stuck on that. Do you know how much it costs to do my laundry here in America? Do you know how much a Tide Pod costs?
How can we profit from the 145% US tariffs? The answer lies in personal shopping services. You can travel to China. You can select the furniture your friends and clients like. Then, when you return to your country, you can avoid tariffs by declaring them as personal items, thus achieving a high profit margin. If you really want to purchase furniture in China, just provide us with your floor plan, and we can offer a complete furniture matching solution. From quality inspection to logistics, we'll make the entire purchasing process a breeze for you. Follow me. I'm Mia Mayo. If you want to know more details, leave a message in the comment section and I'll send you a catalog.
You're telling me that my Lululemon Align pants that I pay over $100 for, I can buy straight from the factory for $5. Even with paying the 100% tariffs on those products, it's still significantly cheaper to just buy from the factory. Another thing that I'm being pushed are Chinese cars. The fuck? They have completely surpassed us in technology and comfortability. Like, I'm looking at these videos, I am blown away by all of the features of these cars. Why do we not have that here? This is wild. I love it. Keep them coming.
If you're sourcing shoes from China, especially in Guangzhou, you must save this video. Here are 6 markets in Guangzhou. Let me break them down. Number 1, Guangzhou APM Times International Shoe City. This place is all about high-quality Korean-style shoes. You can buy single pairs or even try them on. A lot of fashion retailers all over China come here to stock up. Number 2, Guangzhou Gaodi West Shoe Streets. This is where the trendy shoes live. Think influencers and the blog faves. It's mostly wholesale, but during end of year clearance or season changes, you can buy single pairs. Prices are more friendly, ranging from a few bucks to 100 or so. Number 3, Guangzhou Guoda Shoe City. This place is all about replica shoes. You can snag designer lookalikes from a fraction of the prices, like less than a tenth. Most stores do both retail and wholesale, and heads up, it's usually open from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Number 4, Guangzhou Dadushi Shoe Market. If you're into high-end original designs, this is your spot. Shoes that would cost hundreds in the mall, here you're looking at just tens of dollars. They've got everything from sneakers to loafers, and the quality is legit. And number 5, Guangzhou New South Shoe City. Looking for cheap, high-volume shoes? This is your market. It's all about getting a lot of shoes at low prices. And this is Gigi, a sourcing expert from China. If you're looking for a sourcing agent, contact me to expand your business.
Who are the suppliers behind Salomon, Timberland, New Balance, Adidas, Nike, la 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 la? First, Baocheng Factory, one of the world's largest OEM sports shoe manufacturer. It is like a Foxconn in the shoemaking industry. During its heyday, it has over 100,000 employees in just one of its factory in Dongguan. What even surprised me is that it owns an independent brand called YY Sports. It's like a distributor for sports shoes like Nike and Adidas. Same as like Locker in America and JD Sports in England.
So I'm guessing it's safe to say that China is currently winning this trade war. And all y'all motherfuckers that be out here when I was talking about reps and retail are the same fucking thing because they're coming from the same fucking place out there in China. Y'all thought I was crazy. Y'all said I was making shit up. See, all those fake talking points that we've been using since the Cold War, about child labor, sweat. They don't do that shit. That's not how that shit work over there. It's not. But, good old American propaganda, American exceptionalism. We just think we're the best over here. The whole time, we really the ones living in sweatshop. And it all got exposed to the average American when they did this TikTok shutdown. And everybody flocked to Red App, and we saw how bad we were living in poverty over here. They got high-speed rails, affordable clothes, affordable fucking food. You know what I'm saying? The affordable housing. Whole time, we over here struggling in the slums. Then we over here going band for band on this trade shit. And we losing. Because they've been doing it. They've been preparing for this moment for decades, bro. They've been aligning themselves with the global south to replace our American consumerism so they could take the brunt of this bullshit, and it's working. They're literally flying goods into Vietnam in order to avoid the tariffs because and they're getting their goods brought into Vietnam and then flying them from there to China to avoid some of that tariff shit. They have the logistical supply chain and manufacturing means to take the brunt of this shit and come out on the positive end of what we can know. So America's been, bullying people for the longest. It's not working right now. Then look what they did with I Show Speed. That's how they're getting the younger generation to see like, okay, we're not that bad. They got I Show Speed to come out there to China and basically give them free promotion for about 10 days. I think he used that 10-day visa-free shopping thing that they're offering, people to come out there and just buy stuff and see China. So we're losing socially, we're losing culturally, we're losing economically. The last thing that you can do is go to war. I'm telling you, it's coming, bro. They've literally eradicated poverty. Damn, I think 90% of their population is in the middle class. But then you got Americans that'll say oh, well, middle class for them is $15,000 a year. Yeah, but when their rent is $200, you know what I'm saying? Their food is $1. What are we really doing here? You know what I'm saying? They can live a comfortable middle class life on $17,000 to $43,000 out there. Meanwhile, you got people in America making well over 6 figures and live paycheck to paycheck. See, but that's what happens when you have unchecked capitalism and you allow corporate entities and CEOs to take over and, basically suck everything dry from the middle class, aka Reagan. This is when all it started, Reagan. Meanwhile, in China, their focus is the people. This is not vouching for them or any of that. It's just noticing the stark difference in between letting corporate greed and the dollar run a country versus people who care and understand the importance of supporting the people to get what you want.
Maybe this was the purpose for this trade war. maybe now China is going to have a fair game, because it hasn't been fair for them. We can see that it hasn't been fair for them. They are the ones behind the hard work, but what are they getting in return? Oh my goodness. So yeah, it has been an eye-opening video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, share your thoughts in the comment section. I decided to mix things up, but I will look for all the informations that you need to have, things that you can take note of, so that you are sourcing direct. Yeah, you're buying direct from the factory, and take good note of what is happening. So it has been enough information. It's shocking for so many people. It's shocking to me personally. My love for China started when I just joined university, and I come from a country where fashion is everything. Like, you need to get your drips right. And when there's a new fashion coming, you really have to level up. And Chinese, they think about the social rank of people when they make their stuff. So they came with plastic shoes looking the same as those new ones. So if you haven't touched it, you can't recognize which one is fake, which one is, that's when I realized that these people are thinking about us. Yeah, they're thinking about us. You know how it can be. You really want to appear, and then it's hard, and then these plastic shoes come handy, and nobody knows if it's fake or Anyway, I'm loving this. Yeah, let the war begins now. It can begin from at this note.